Hey everyone, I hope you guys are excited for this episode because I am very excited for this episode. Let me just adjust the camera 1 second. Okay, I think that's okay. Why am I excited, you might be asking? Well, because I haven't been able to stop thinking about this game. If you guys remember, I mentioned in the first episode that actually a very close and dear friend of mine was the one who recommended this franchise to me. And of course, she's been up to date with these videos because I do these videos basically because she asked to see my reactions. So I decided to film it, and since I film it, I upload it to YouTube. But based on last video that was posted last week, she told me that she wanted to know my predictions for the game. As you guys have realized, well, you guys probably knew, but as I've realized, the main plot of the game is that we are stuck in this school, captured by Monokuma, and he wants us to basically distrust everyone by implanting the idea that if we kill someone, then we can go free. So she wanted me to tell her my predictions of who were the killers, who survived, and all that stuff. So I gave her basically kind of a general rundown of what my thoughts were, and I'm pretty sure most of them are incorrect because of course I barely know the characters. But I've been thinking about it. This was a few days ago, and I have some new predictions. There are some characters that stand out to me, and that, well, they stand out in a weird way, in a weird kind of sketchy way. And I can't actually find their role inside the game, because of course in every game, every franchise, every film or whatever, each character has to have a specific role inside the production. Because if not, there would be no purpose for that character to even exist. So some of the characters that appeared kind of bland to me, based on what I've seen them until now, they probably get way more backstory and stuff as we progress, were, I don't know their names yet, so I'm going to say what their roles were, or what their ultimate was. It was the girl that was really good at swimming, it was the fashionista, and it was the girl that didn't want to tell us what to do. So what I've been actually thinking about is what would their roles be? It's kind of weird, my predictions, but I'm gonna say that the girl that's kind of reserved and doesn't tell us anything at all, I think she's a cop. I mean, she appears to be our age, of course, but since we have no information on her, I think she might be like a detective or a cop that's somehow gotten herself into this because, well, I suppose they had some idea of this operation if it's been happening for years now. And she's from the inside trying to find the culprit, you know? And I still don't know what the swimmer girl is going to do with her life. I only know she swims. I actually have no details of her at all. Or at least I don't remember any specific details. The other girl, the fashionista, she seems really nice, but in a weird way. She seems kind of creepy. And she's been awfully quiet in comparison to everyone else. Plus, I still can't think of what role she may play. So, what I talked with my friend, and sorry if I'm rambling on way too much at the beginning of this video, but what I talked with my friend is that my suspicions is that one of the members of our current group is actually behind these incidents, like they're Monokuma in a certain way. So, since these are the three characters that appear more sketchy, and I've already derived one of them as a cop, which is my suspicion, I would say either the fashion girl or the swimming chick is behind all this. I'm just gonna call it out right now, and I want to call it out right now before I start getting to know them more, because we're gonna start with the first chapter if I'm correct, and I'm supposing we're gonna get a lot of backstory. So I wanted to leave those predictions out like before I get this backstory. Why the fashion girl instead of the swimming girl? Well, first of all, her color palette. it kind of makes me think of Monokuma for some reason. The other girl seems really bland in her color palette. She's basically using gym clothes because of course she's a swimmer. Like normal gym clothes for a swimmer. And as we've heard in the previous episode, Monokuma is actually like a really detailed and enhanced version of an AI, right? Or a robot type thing. They even he even mentioned that not even the NASA could manage to prove something off like that. So I would imagine that a lot of money would be necessary. So out of the characters that we have, I can only think of two that have a lot of money. One would be the rich boy that I kind of don't like, and other the fashionista. I would suppose the fashionista has a lot of money because of course she's so well known and she's been portraying herself for a lot of famous magazines based on what I read in game. And I don't think the rich boy is up to this because yeah, he seems like an asshole, but he's not the kind of asshole that would just flat out get out of his way to start killing people or put people in this kind of situation, especially if we're just random teenagers. Like, if he were to be this kind of asshole, he would probably organize something similar to this, but for people who have an impact in his life. Like other dudes that are related in business and are rivals to him, he might want to kill them off and take control of their company. But we as players have no significance to him, I imagine. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But I don't think he would go out of his way to do something like that to us specifically. Maybe to other people. It also crossed my mind that maybe us, Makoto, what the main character is, might be Monokuma, but at the same time, thinking in the writer's head, I don't think they would give us that much power, to be honest. I don't think they would give us that role in the game. They probably played with our character a lot. They probably gave him a very intrinsic role because, of course, he's the protagonist. But I don't think we're Monokuma. So that only left me with the fashion girl. And I might change these predictions as we move on towards the game. Through the game, actually. Because, of course, we're going to learn more details about the characters, and that might make my mindset shift a bit. So, after rambling on for about 5 to 10 minutes, we are going to start the first chapter. Correct? Yes. Let's see. Basically, we left off when Monokuma exploded, right? And now we're all basically looking at each other because we all think someone wants to kill someone. So here we are. You must kill someone if you want to leave. Okay? My mind froze and my breath caught in my throat as I thought about that. I could feel a paralyzing fear slowly making its way through my body, dominating every last nerve. The air hung heavy on me, pressing down like a weight around my neck. It took everything I had just to endure that weight. Okay, chapter 01. To survive daily life. Okay. Let's see. But for as heavy as the air felt, all it took to pierce it was her sharp words. So, what are you going to do now? That's the cop. I'm saying that's the cop. 100%. Just stand around glaring at each other. Her pointed comment was directed at everyone in the room. It helped pull us all back to reality. Right. She's right. Sometimes, even you're nervous or afraid, you just have to step forward. To forget such a simple fact, I can't forgive myself. I'm so ashamed. Please, someone hit me. I can't forgive myself. Somebody hit me, punish me. That's kind of masochist, though. Jesus. If you have time to yell about it, you have time to do something about it. Perhaps, but what is the mission exactly? That face, though. I love this dude. Just because I love him, I think he's gonna die. But I want him to live. That's, well, whatever. Idiot. To look for a way out. Duh. And we totally need to find whoever was controlling that stupid bear and beat the hell out of him. But before we do all that, maybe we should take a look at the handbook. Oh yeah, we got the handbook last episode as well. It's probably best to check out the school regulations Monokuma mentioned before doing anything else. True, if we stumble around with no clue... Oh, she might have a lot of money as well. But why would she do this? It's kind of like the rich dude. I mean, if she were to go out of her way to do something like this, it would probably be towards other gamblers. But considering that everyone thinks she's a liar already, if she were to commit such a crime, she would have a really tough time getting out, right? Because everybody already suspects her as a liar. So, I don't know. True. If we stumble around with no clue what the rules are, something like that might happen again. Fine. Then let's hurry up and check out the stupid rules already. Okay, let's read the rules then. Okay, our name, Makoto Naegi. After turning on my e-handbook, the first thing appeared was my name. So, just like Monokuma said, the owner's name showed up front and center. Then, from the main menu that popped up, I selected the school regulations icon. Rule 1. An itemized list appeared on screen. It was the school regulations. In other words, the rules being imposed on us all. Students may reside only within the school. Leaving campus is an unacceptable use of time. Nighttime is from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Some areas are off limits at night, so please exercise caution. That's scary. Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly. Well, technically, we all broke that rule already, right? But that was kind of his fault because he made us sleep, I suppose. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope Seek Academy at your discretion. Okay. Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is strictly prohibited, as is destruction of surveillance cameras. What about destruction of monitors, though? Can we break those? Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate, unless they are discovered. So does that mean that my 14 stab rule on that horrible fanfiction dude isn't viable anymore? Well, that's gonna be a pain then. So if you want to kill somebody, you have to do it secretly. And not discovered for how long? Until you're gone? Until they take you out? I don't know. Additional school regulations may be added as necessary. Okay, I guess he's gonna use that to his favor. Probably. Feeling a slight dizziness, I raised my face up from the screen. As I looked around, I saw the same stormy expression on everyone's face. Kind of rules are these? I'm not gonna let them control me. Well then, why don't you wander around the school without a care in the world and see what happens? Personally, I would love to see what happens when someone breaks one of the rules. Okay. But he got punished like that, like what we saw before. I don't think there'd be a respawn waiting for him. Ever since I was a kid, I grew up with my older brother pounding this into my head. When a man makes a promise, he has to keep it, even if it kills him. So what? I've made a ton of promises that I still have to keep. That's so what? So I can't afford to die in here. None of that made much sense to me, but you are saying you will follow the regulations. Is that it? Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, I have a question. For regulation number 6, what do you think it means exactly? Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. That was my inquiry as well. You're talking about the second half, right? Where it says, unless they are discovered. I was wondering about that myself. It's saying that if you want to graduate, you have to kill someone without anyone finding out it was you. But why? Why do we have to do that? I don't see any reason to worry about it. Just worry about following the rules as they've been explained to us. Who are you gonna kill, dude? He's already thinking about killing. Look at his eyes. I wanna kill him now. Frankly, I don't want to hear anything from someone who waits for others to decide what to do for them. He's harsh. More like a full-on stab. True. Well, for now, let's forget all that silly junk about murderers or whatever. Now that we know the rules, let's start exploring the school. True, we need to find out where exactly we are. Is there any way out? What about food and supplies? There are tons of questions we need to answer. Damn straight. Okay, then let's all start looking. I'll be going alone. What? Why? That's a pretty stupid idea, don't you think? Someone here might already have started thinking about murdering one of us. Maybe you. Are you saying we should stand around with them in our midst and make it that much easier for them? Wait, hold on a second. That would never. Don't bother saying it couldn't happen. You can't deny the possibility. That's why you all seized up with fear when that graduation rule was made clear to you. Am I wrong? But... So, I'm simply acting in accordance with what I think is best for me. Hold on. Like hell I'm gonna let you run off, do whatever you want. Out of my way, Plankton. Why though? One tiny bit of plankton drifting across the sea. So minuscule, so insignificant. They could possibly have any kind of influence on the boundless ocean. Dude, he knows how to roast people. Like, he looks pretty mean, but he knows how to roast people. When you have to give it credit, you have to give it credit to. He knows how to roast people. Stop it, we shouldn't fight. What did you just say? You some kind of goody-goody little... Who do you think you are talking to me like that? You think you're dad or something? No, I wasn't. He's big... Did he just punch us? I guess he did. Alright then. And I flew back in a heap. It was like something straight out of a comic book. I didn't even see the punch coming. It was just suddenly right there in my face. 1 second I was standing there, and the next I was soaring through the sky. Now that I think about it, maybe I'd kind of forgotten. The kind of people I'd been trapped here with. My common sense had just stopped functioning. Being around all these ultimates had blown my fuses. So, I guess I shouldn't be surprised it led to something as absurd as this. But I just lost track of that sense of reality. That was my last thought as my consciousness started to fade, before it finally cut out completely. So he just knocked us out with one punch, dude. Wow. And when I finally opened my eyes again, what I saw was... our bedroom, question mark? Okay, so there's a camera there's a monitor, there's those plates on the windows. I don't like that our bed is like there in the middle. It's kind of creepy. Like, who sleeps with their bed straight up in the middle? Like, with nothing towards the back, just the desk. Like, no, dude, no. Don't sleep, no. As if it had become part of our daily routine, I woke up in yet another room I'd never seen before. Okay, so, where am I now? You now have access to the Havoc menu. You can use this to check the variety of information as you play. Open the Havoc menu by pressing F1. You can use this menu to check the score regulations and character report card selection. At certain points, map and truth bullets may not be available. You can also save and load the game data under the system section. Finally, press the F2 key to review the transcript. This records all pertinent info, so use this to review comments from everyone involved. Okay then. So, there's the camera. This is a weird desk. I don't like their bed in the middle. What is this on the floor? Some kind of lint roller. Okay, I guess we're supposed to clean up after ourselves. I mean, I suppose you should. There's a key. Okay. It's our key. This must be the key to the room. My name's written on the keychain. Which means it must be mine, right? But I better hang on to it for now. Okay, thing is, no one killed us. So I'm happy no one killed us. So there's a door there, and there's a door there. Monitor. Oh, piece of paper. Notepad. Okay. I guess the school must have given one to each of us. Come on, dude, you don't pick anything up. Oh, you picked up the key at least. Okay. Bucket. Just an everyday trash can. I don't see any kind of trap door, hidden compartments, or anything. What is that? A coin? Is this like Mario? A note on the wall. There's a piece of paper hanging up on the wall which says, "Announcement from Headmaster Monokuma. Each room's lock has been designed to completely protect against tampering or lockpicking. Remaking an individual room key is quite troublesome, so please make sure not to lose yours. Your room comes furnished with a shower, but please note that the water is turned off at nighttime." But I shower at nighttime, dude. Also, the bathroom and the girls' room include a lock of their own. Finally, we prepared a small gift for each of you. For the girls, a sewing kit, and for the boys, a toolkit. That's sexist. The sewing kit includes a map of the body's vital organs. Oh, okay. One stab will do the job, girls. For the boys, we believe a strong blow to the head with any of the tools should be ample. Okay. Don't think, just feel, and let's all enjoy ourselves. Okay, is this the bathroom or is this the door out? Okay, it's the bathroom. It's locked? Why would our bathroom be locked? Well, let's go out then. Looks like the door leads outside. Wait, where am I supposed to go then? Oh, there's some kind of metal plate around here. It's keeps us trapped. Yeah, it is. Camera. Surveillance camera. I hate the idea of someone watching me right now. We're not allowed to mess with the camera, so I'd better make sure not to touch it. The bed. There doesn't seem to be anything particularly strange about the bed. Okay. Oh, we can move up and down. What was it? Tab, right? There's like, oh, the drawers. Okay. Something in the drawer. Oh, the toolkit. Okay, it's still in the shrink wrap. But I also want whatever that was where it told me all the vital organs were. I want to be a girl. I don't really need it right now, so I'll just leave it here. I think I'm starting to understand. This room must be your bedroom, duh. I mean, was there a doubt about that? This is my assigned dorm room. Someone must have carried me here after I fell unconscious. So that answers that question. The question is, what's everyone else up to right now? Only one way to find out, and that's to get out of here. Can we finally leave, please? Thank you. Yeah, let's leave. Okay then. I'm rushed out of the room to meet up with all the others. But there was someone waiting for me there. It was like something out of an old TV show. Okay, psychic girl. Sayaka. I'm fine. I hope you're okay. Sorry about that. She had an embarrassed smile on her face. I stood up slowly. I don't like that it's red here. Are you okay, Sayaka? Are you hurt? You make it sound worse than it is. I'm completely fine. I know how I look, but I've actually built some pretty good muscle jumping up and down on stage. I would imagine. That's good then. But are you okay? You know, from when Mondo hit you. That's true. I got knocked out right there in front of everyone. I guess I revealed my lack of cool right from the beginning. I'm fine. Nothing wrong here. Oh, that's good. I was kind of worried. Thanks. By the way, what are you doing here? Actually, I came to get you. You came to get me. Well, if you really are feeling better, I was hoping you could come to the dining hall. Dining hall? After you got knocked out, everyone decided to go and do their own thing. We decided it would be more effective if we split up to investigate. So we agreed to get together later on and talk about what we had each found out. So does that mean it's almost time to get back together? If that's what's going on, then of course I'll go with you. Good. I'll go on ahead and meet you at the dining hall then. So, okay, they have little signs. Okay. Where could the dining hall be? I don't like this place. It's so big. Okay, I guess this is the dining hall. Let's just go in then. Oh, that's a nice dining hall. Windows? No, it can't be windows. Must be like a projection or something, right? This must be the dormitory dining hall. It looks pretty clean, so that's good. I guess that's not really important right now. With us being prisoners here and all, okay? Yeah, that's true, nobody was there waiting for us. We don't really have much of a choice. I guess we should just wait here for now. Okay, let's just wait here. You heard that? Like I said, I'm psychic. Dude, I don't like being with her, please. Come on, I'm just kidding, seriously. I just have amazing intuition. Of course you do. Is it really just intuition? It's kind of sudden, I know, but here comes a tutorial. Okay? Right now, I'd like to talk about reactions. You're gonna be talking to Sayaka, right? Well, while you're talking to her, some purple words are going to appear. Here's how they work. When purple words show up, if you press the right mouse button, you'll get into reaction mode. At this point, you can use WASD buttons to make a selection, and the left mouse button to confirm it. Okay. Also, when it comes to that dialogue, you can review whatever you talked about to look more info. Talking to someone about things like this is called a reaction. Okay, do your best to enjoy your very important school. Okay, that's it. I guess we can talk to her now. By the way, what is it? Well, it's just, I know this is kind of continuous self-introduction thing, but I wanted to ask you something. Okay. So we can pick whichever, right? Let's continue the self-introduction thing. Oh right, she didn't get the chance to tell us something. Okay. Tell us now. Continue our self-introductions. See, I'm a psychic as well. Or I just have good memory. Let's see. We kind of got cut off before, but I had a question I wanted to ask you. Sayaka wants to ask me something. I wonder what it is. Now, I'm really curious. Why didn't she ask me, like, right there? So do I pick the other option now? What did you want to ask me? Did you happen to go to Blackroot Junior High? Well, I personally don't know that, but I suppose Makoto does. Were you maybe in class 2? Yeah, actually I was. Okay, so basically she knows us? I went there too. I was in class 4 though. Do you remember me? I don't like this because this is a false sense of security. No. Do I remember? Even back in middle school, she was a celebrity with all kinds of ultimates surrounding her. How could I forget? Almost as surprising as her question was, that she remembered me. Yeah, why did we stand out? We'd never even talked to each other, but somehow she still knew who I was. Hey, are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm just surprised, that's all. I wouldn't have thought you'd remember me. We went to the same school for 3 years. Of course I remember. Well, that's true, but there were lots of students in our grade, right? Plus, I've never been the type of person to ever really stand out. I'm average at everything, and all my hobbies are totally normal. Even normal would call me boring. What are you talking about? You're so strange. Okay, she's teasing us, basically. She started giggling even louder. That somehow mysterious smile of hers made my heart grow calmer. Don't fall into the security, dude. Her smile was the nicest smile I'd ever seen. Anyway, I'm really glad that I know somebody here. Talking to you has made me feel a lot better about all this. You're amazing, Makoto. No, I'm really not. I'm nothing at all compared to all you ultimates. But you are. The one that helped me find my courage again. Not any of those ultimate students. Thank you for saying that. And to thank you for helping me out, I'm going to become your ultimate assistant. Okay. My assistant. Yep, I'm your assistant now. I'm going to help you out as much as I can. So, let's get out of here together. When she says things like that, it just gets me pumped up. Which is nice, but still. Everyone else is still late. Besides that, I don't even know what time it is right now. Isn't there a clock at the back over there? There must be a clock around here somewhere. Isn't this a clock, dude? Come on. So what time is it right now? 7 o'clock at night. Okay then. You were unconscious for a pretty long time. That must have been a really hard punch then. Without being able to look at a window, I've lost all sense of time. If I have to stay in this place for too long, I might just go crazy. Can't believe no one's here yet, but I'm sure they'll start showing up soon. Almost like he timed it. Taka threw open the dining hall doors right as Sayaka said that. Okay. Makoto, Sayaka. So you two got here first, huh? Too bad. I was sure I'd beat everyone here. I guess that just means I don't have enough fighting spirit yet. Well, I won't give up. Next time, I swear I'll win no matter what it takes. Justice shall always prevail. That's a bit much, don't you think? I think the same. And soon after, everyone else came strolling in one after another. After a few minutes, everyone had gathered in the dining hall. Okay. Looks like everyone's here. Time to start the meeting. Let's go all around and share what we found out during our respective investigations. The sooner we find out what's going on, the sooner we get out of here. Wait, hold on a sec. What's wrong? What about, what's her name? You know, the silver-haired girl. Oh yeah, Kyoko. What about her? She's not here. Okay. I took another look around the dining hall. Sure enough, she was nowhere to be seen. I wonder where she went. Has anyone seen her? But everyone just shook their heads. Wait, so nobody's seen her? Why hasn't Kyoko shown up yet? Could it be because... Stabbing, strangling, bludgeoning, crushing, hacking... Nah, no one killed her yet, dude. Not yet. You must kill someone if you want to leave. It's as simple as that. The rest is up to you. Give it all, blah blah blah. This is a flashback. Okay? Is it possible? Was she really... No. I'm just overthinking things. Darn it, Kyoko. You're really going to be late like this on the first day of school? Not only is she late, she didn't tell anyone she would be late. A most unbecoming personality trait. You're being a real jackass right now, you know that? Well, what do you want me to do? Punctuality is everything. Now then, I declare that the first session of the Hope Speak Academy briefing meeting has begun. Makoto, actually, first of all, I've talked enough. Maybe we should listen to what everyone else has to say. Okay, let's do that. You know, what's up? I feel like I really have become your personal assistant, don't you agree? I may not be the best assistant in the world, but I'll give it everything I've got. No, you've already done so much as my assistant. Okay. Am I able to save the game right now? Is that a possibility? Let's see. Yeah, I suppose I am. So, this is where I'm going to end the episode. I think it's a bit shorter on content related because I kind of rambled on at the beginning, but I hope that was of interest to everyone. I think as someone who has no idea of the franchise at all and have no idea of the plot points, except what we've seen on screen until now, maybe for people who are experienced in this franchise, it might be interesting to hear my predictions, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, if you like my content, subscribe. It really helps. Hit the like button. Watch my other videos if you're interested. And, of course, as always, I say that I leave all the links necessary in the description below. You can visit my social media and contact me there if you have any suggestions or questions. You can also leave them in the comments. Visit my Discord channel, you can join. Or you can visit my blog and read whatever I have related towards communication there. I post every Sunday. Apart from that, I hope everyone is doing well. Please take care. Wish you all much love and a wonderful week. Goodbye to all of you.